The New World expansion is going to be here very soon, and along with the New World expansion comes one of the highly anticipated features in the game, and that is mounts. In this video, we're going to go over everything you need to know about mounts in New World so that you can be prepared whenever they land in the game along with the expansion. So in order to obtain a mount in New World, you first must own the New World expansion Rise of the Angry Earth. And then once you're in the game, you're going to need to reach a minimum of level 25 and then complete the My Kingdom for a Horse quest. You may have to go to one of the towns first. Just look for the horseshoe icon on the map. I did this in Windsward on the PTR. Once you go there, it's going to send you up to Northern Everfall. This is where the main quest begins. So the quickest way to get there is by teleporting to the Shadow Mine Shrine in Everfall and then running north. Once you're there, you just need to speak with the quest giver and then you're going to begin the quest line. The quest itself to get your mount is very simple. It's very quick. All you need to do is follow the quest markers, complete the quest, and then go turn it in. Once you've turned in the My Kingdom for a Horse quest, you're going to unlock the ability to summon a mount. However, in order to do so, you're going to first need to open the mount reward that the quest giver gave you. So just double click on the horse icon under rewards in your inventory, and this is going to give you your first mount. So now that you actually have a mount, you're going to need to equip it. So to do this, you're going to navigate to your inventory screen. You're going to click the horse icon at the top of the screen to open up your inventory. The UI now looks a little bit different because now we have tabs for both our tools and our mount. So just make sure you click the mount inventory, and then from here you can select the empty mount icon to equip or change your mount. You can also equip mount accessories and cosmetics from here as well. You also have the option to equip or change a mount by pressing escape and then just selecting the mount menu at the top of the screen. This is going to bring up the menu of mounts that you own or can acquire, and then you can equip or change your mount from here as well. Once you've acquired your mount, there is some mount progression that you can do. The mount progression comes in the form of a trade skill called riding. You can increase your riding skill through two different methods. You can feed your mount and you can complete mount quests. In order to feed your mount, you're first going to need to obtain mount food. Mount food can be purchased from the trading post or crafted at a cooking station. Currently, the mount food consists of mount victuals. The victuals come in various tiers and rarities, and you have a basic mount victual, a mount victual, a hardy mount victual, and a luxury mount victual. The basic is a tier 1. It rewards you with 1,250 XP. The mount victual tier 2 rewards you with 2,500 XP. The hardy mount victual rewards you with 8,000 XP. It's tier 3. And the luxury mount victual is tier 4 and rewards you with 15,000 XP. In order to craft this food, you're going to need to obtain some mount vitamins. The mount vitamins are obtained via aptitude crates from riding or from completing some of the riding quests. And then once you have obtained the food, you simply need to equip it to your hotbar as you would any other consumable in order to use it. You can also use it from your inventory by right-clicking and selecting use, just like any other consumable in the game. And then we have mount quests. So there's two different types of mount quests that you can complete in order to level your riding skill. These consist of tours and rallies. Both of these are timed events, and you must complete the tour and the rally within the specified time frame in order to successfully complete that quest. So a tour is basically traveling from point A to point B. You're going to have several minutes to complete the tour, and you're typically going to need to race across multiple zones before the timer runs out. You're just simply going from one point to another. So you just open up your map, you plan out your course, and you run there before the time runs out. A rally is a little bit different. Unlike a tour, you're going to need to cross several checkpoints within varied time frames. So you typically have a few seconds to cross the checkpoint. And when you cross the checkpoint, it's going to refresh the timer, and you'll need to then race to another checkpoint to refresh the timer and continuously do this until you get to the end of the rally. And then completing the mount quest is going to reward you with mount XP, and this can also unlock new types of animals. And as you progress your riding skill, you can also earn some rewards. One of the main benefits of progressing your riding skill is just getting an increased mount speed. This applies to all mount types. So your mount type is typically just a skin. You can change from a lion, a horse, or a dire wolf. It doesn't matter which mount you're riding. They all have the same speed based on what your riding skill is at the time. So as you increase your riding skill, your mount speed will increase. You can also earn trinket-like items called mount buffs, which can enhance aspects of your mount's locomotion. And we'll go over what some of these mount buffs are here in just a moment. You can also have mount attachments to visually customize your mount. You can have higher tier consumable mount food, and you will also be rewarded with a chance to receive special mounts at set levels as you progress your riding skill. You can customize your mount by adding your own nicknames, attachments, buffs, and dyes. And all of these items can be equipped to any type of mount. And so mount attachments have 2 attachment slots for visual equipment. These items are solely aesthetic, meaning they're not going to impact gameplay in any way. And you're going to unlock the left attachment slot at riding level 10, and then you unlock another right attachment slot at riding level 250. And then we have the mount buff items. So each mount buff item is bind on pickup. They have a riding level requirement and can be paired with another mount buff. These items can be earned through loot, through quests, riding trade skill rewards, and open world drops. So an example of one of these would be a cleansing talisman. This is going to apply cleanse on forced dismount. You have an empowered talisman that you can equip to your mount. This is going to apply empower on forced dismount. A fortified talisman will apply fortify on forced dismount. A hasty talisman will apply haste on forced dismount. A healing talisman will apply heal on forced dismount. You also have a mountaineer's pendant, which reduces damage on landing. A cavalier crest, which will reduce summoning time of your mount. A beast burden bangle, which will increase encumbered tolerance, and then other mount buffs will increase dash capacity, power, or your recharge speed. You also have the option to purchase new mounts, mount attachments, and mount dies from the in-game store. These items can be obtained in exchange for marks of fortune, which is the real money currency in New World. There's also the big question of what happens to mounts during PvP. What is the impact that they have whenever you're trying to do open world PvP? Well, the impact of mounts in PvP is fairly minimal. You can't summon your mount while you're in a combat state. Summoning has a 2-second delay, and any PvP damage will cancel the summon. And then whenever you're riding your mount, any damage from another player at all will dismount you and dismiss the mount. So the PvP timer that governs a player's worth if killed is also paused whenever you're mounting, similar to like being in a safe zone. Also, any XP gained when mounting doesn't count toward any bonus thresholds. And then it's also worth noting that damage from other enemies outside of PvP, we're talking about just PvE enemies here, can also force your dismount. However, there is a degree of tolerance for lower level enemies who pose no significant threat, meaning you can get hit while on a mount whenever you're running through lower level zones and you won't get dismounted, but you will have the possibility of getting dismounted from PvE mobs as well. But that's going to do it for this one, boys and girls. That's everything you need to know about mounts coming to New World. I, for one, am incredibly excited for this feature. Whenever I played this on the PTR, mounts felt absolutely incredible. I didn't really care for them to come into the game. I didn't really have a reason to have mounts into New World. But now that they're here and now that I got to play them on the PTR, they were really, really well implemented. And I'm very excited for these to hit live. Hopefully this will help save you guys some time whenever this update hits live, so you don't have to run around trying to figure out how mounts work. Hopefully you'll just be able to go straight to the quest, get your mount pretty easily, and then start progressing and enjoying your mount on day one. But thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. If you enjoy New World, enjoy New World content, please make sure to like and subscribe. I'd appreciate that as well. Of course, we stream over on twitch.tv/BDLG every single Monday, 8 o'clock a.m. CST, every single Friday, 8 o'clock a.m. CST. Then we typically do a weekend stream as well. Love to see you come hang out over there. We're going to be playing a lot of the New World expansion, having a great time. That's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys again. We'll see you in the next one.